Imagine. Imagine that the world is a beautiful place, with all the sights and sounds one could mentally conjure up. Spring flowers, plenty of sunshine, oceans in their enormity, the snow-capped and towering majestic mountains, fall-tipped leaves surrounded by serene lakes, and winter's stormy seas. You are in a place where you cannot actually see any of these things.
Imagine what a wonderful topic, especially for the Governor Moorhead School for the Blind. We imagine every day. We imagine how to explain the world to our children. We imagine how to make concepts real for our students. Parents imagine what their students can be and what life holds for them. The community imagines how to make itself barrier-free so that all people can participate and have the best quality of life.
Our goal is basically to teach functional skills. Maybe working in, not side by side, but just complementing OT, PT in some of their goals that they're doing, whether it's brushing teeth, maybe some bathing, working with the house parents and everything. So once they finish here or age out here, they will be able to, be self-sufficient as far as feeding themselves, taking care of themselves.
Two pieces of equipment we have in here is the Perkins Braille Writer. It's when students just put their Braille paper in here and write their Braille, but it does not speak to them. It's not a voice output. But this one is an electric Braille Writer. It's called the Mountbatten Braille Writer, and it does have a voice output. It tells you what letters you're writing, what contractions you're writing, and what words you're writing. And it helps the beginning Braille writer and reader better than the regular Braille writer does.
This week we're working with the GMS students on some accessible digital learning devices and options for them. They're working with apps like Bookshare, and we are working on iDevices like iPads and iPhones, and just teaching them how their devices are accessible with different voiceover options, as well as JAWS as a screen reader and MBDA as a screen reader, as well as Windows Navigator for Windows 10, and just showing them some different options for accessibility with their devices. And hopefully this will help them to access everything that they need to learn and to do their work.
Governor Moorhead School was originally established in 1843 by John Motley Moorhead for the specific purpose of recruiting deaf-mute kids.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn. I'm 18. I'm in the 11th grade. I am currently in French 2. I took French 1 last year. It's been a lot of fun. I have a great teacher, Mr. Bernard. And he wants me to introduce myself in French to you. Bonjour, comment ça va? Hello, how are you? Je m'appelle Brooklyn. My name is Brooklyn. J'habite Burlington, Caroline du Nord. I'm from Burlington, North Carolina.
William D. Cook was the school's first principal in 1845. And vocational classes began in 1851. Deaf girls were taught sewing, and blind boys were taught broom making. Deaf boys were taught shoemaking and printing.
Hi, my name is Wanisha Richardson. I came to the Governor Moorhead School in 2007 and graduated in 2012. I started working in Durham at a company called LC Industries, and we make mattresses and flatware and file folders for the Army.
In 1867, this was to be the very first school for deaf, dumb, and blind African Americans. 301 Ash Avenue in Raleigh, North Carolina, opened in 1917 for white children only, and a separate school for black, deaf, and blind students was located in Garner, North Carolina. In 1959, North Carolina consolidated both the Garner and Ash locations. 1963, it became the sole school for deaf and blind kids and changed its name to Governor Moorhead School. And in 1968, began officially integrating, becoming an accredited institution for education in 1972. They held their first summer camp in 1974, and in 1979, they had their first official seal featuring the motto, "By faith, not by sight."
Can you tell me some of the things you do? She likes the monkey blanket. Hi, welcome to D2 Cottage. We have a total of 4 students here that live residential life, but we also have 2 day students that intervention with us during the day. They like to have fun, venture, so and so on. We go off campus and do good things. We teach them intervention skills like with the fingers, and we also do goal skills. And goal skills can be anything with making their beds, vacuuming the floor, or etc., putting on a hair bow, or maybe even tying their shoe. So, welcome to GMS.
It's a residential school, so we have to have a nurse on campus at all times when the students are here for convalescence, illnesses, and mediation between the parents and the kids or with the outside doctors.
The Student Life Department consists of residential life, recreation, and transportation. We provide a seamless transition for learning from the academic school day, where students have the opportunity to participate in our after-school program, our evening learning center, community outings, and recreation activities. The foundation for our teaching is based on the ECC, or Expanded Core Curriculum, which also transfers to the cottages, where students have daily practice of orientation and mobility skills, socialization, learning how to live independently, and many other components of the ECC, with the final goal of one day transferring what has been learned at GMS into their home communities to live independently. So as you can see, the residential component is much more than a place to sleep. It's a live and learn environment that complements and partners with the academic program.
Today, it is clear that students of Governor Moorhead School, based here in Raleigh, North Carolina, are leading the way in achieving balanced, effective, independent, and productive lives, with dramatic and long-established efforts being implemented by dedicated professionals, even former students, aptly led by current Superintendent Barbria Bacon. So, imagine this. When one is faced with daily tough choices, ask yourself a question. Can you personally imagine what life is truly about when faced with these kinds of challenges? The answer is simply, it can be anything you want it to be, if only you imagine.